Hello, hello. Okay, on Instagram and Twitter, if you are following me, you can follow the hashtag Hottinger highlights so that you can see what books I'm posting. But if you're not on there, I'm trying to be good about YouTube. I've gotten a little behind. But I did post these books already, but I thought I'd do a quick book talk just to give you the highlights. So if you're looking for a book to read, you can head to the local library and pick them up. I'm actually going to the library today to drop these off, so they will be back on the shelf if you're interested. So first we have Missing Mike, and this book is written in verse. I know that last year we looked at quite a few books that were written in verse, like from Kwame Alexander and Poet X we looked at, and Long Way Down, books like that. So this book is actually about a girl who has a dog named Mike, and Mike has worked to survive in many situations. In fact, he's missing one eye. He's had a rough life. Well, wildfires are coming to their area, so Kara has to quickly pick up a bag and pack some things that she can take with her. Of course, she packs some of Mike's favorite toys too, and some of his food. She goes out to find Mike because, you know, she wants to make sure that everything's ready just in case these wildfires get closer to her home and they have to evacuate. Well, unfortunately, that does happen, and they are required to evacuate. But they can't find Mike. Kara doesn't want to leave, but the fires are so close and she has to leave for her own safety, and her parents want her to go and be safe, so they take her and tell her that, you know, you've got to go. We have to leave. We have to leave now if we're going to have a chance at survival. So she has to leave with Mike left behind. So throughout the story, as they're in this evacuation center, and she meets some friends that kind of help her through it, but she never stops looking for Mike. So pick it up, find out if she finds Mike, and just look at some of the connection between her and her dog. I couldn't even imagine having to leave my pup. So definitely a great book. Pick it up if you get a chance. Definitely I highly recommend. In fact, Mrs. K said she's putting this in our library in the fall, so it'll be in our library too. Okay? All right, next one. You know I love my mystery novels. So this one, I talked about The Living Dead in class, but this one is called The Girl I Used to Be. And April Henry is amazing. She has this ability to like pull you in, and you don't want to escape in a way. You want to figure it out before you ever put it away. April Henry's books are kind of like CSI, if you've ever watched CSI or any of those like Criminal Minds type shows where it's like the whodunit, you have to follow the clues, and keeps you guessing till the end. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at this mystery business, but she still tricks me every time. So throughout the book we have well, her name's Olivia now, but it used to be Ariel, and she was present when her mom was murdered, but she was 3 years old, so she doesn't remember anything. And the whole town thought that the father did it because the father disappeared and was gone, so they thought he was the murderer. Well, then they find the father's jawbone, and they realize, wow, he didn't do this. Someone did this, and the murderer's still out there. So Olivia had been adopted and in foster homes, and in foster homes, and then she was adopted. And when she was adopted, they changed her name to Olivia. So she actually goes back to her hometown, and the book focuses on her trying to find who murdered her parents and to find some relief there, and find out a little more about her life and what her parents were like. So highly recommend. A lot of fun to read. So pick it up. Those are the two. Please keep reading, and I'll be back with more.